Welcome to Indie West Morning. Today's date is Monday, June 18th. And today, if you haven't noticed, we have a guest. Who are you, guest?
My name is Jill, and
that's cool.
I'm from Missouri.
That's cool.
Thanks.
She lives in our apartment complex. She's
Not
pretty
in
cool.
their apartment.
No, because that would not
That would
be
be
good.
weird.
Way weird.
We should not.
Definitely doesn't. She was in Russian intervention, in case you all have
Yes,
seen it.
I am Russian.
She killed James, who was sitting over there on the commentary couch.
I'm on the commentary couch today.
He is. So today's episode is story time.
And now, story time.
Yeah, and so the reason why I'm up here is because this story pretty much happened to me. And, well,
Really?
James, yeah.
Are you going to tell me this story?
I'm going to tell you the story. That's the cool part about these episodes.
It's called
like this
story
part.
time.
Yeah.
Ah,
I like
okay.
the story time ones, not the other ones so much.
Okay.
Because they're kind of boring. That's horrible advertising. But anyway.
Fire.
Don't fire me. I'm not getting paid. Anyway, so.
The other day, Saturday, my sister went out of town, and so I got the car. And so I have the car all weekend. So I'm excited about that because I have the car.
That's a lot of responsibility,
Yeah,
really.
and James was like, I want to learn how to play the guitar, so let's go to a store and buy a guitar. And so we got in my car, and
I think I know
my
where this
sister's car.
story's going.
You know where it's going?
I think so.
Okay,
Like,
let's see.
keep going.
Anyway, so wow, way to go, Reed. You're very astute. So we drive to the store, and we go inside, and there's all these nice pianos, and
Were there guitars there?
not upstairs. And so that was kind of weird. We're like, where are the guitars? Like, we want to buy a guitar. And then like, well, go downstairs. It's a whole other separate business. And I'm like, why? It's the same building. Yeah, but it's like, just like open stairs. Just go down the stairs and there's all these guitars.
Oh.
It was weird.
James, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Did you say love rituals?
It was.
Alright, that totally makes more sense.
So, after all these blood rituals that we didn't do, we got down to the guitars and we started looking through them. And as we started going in, like, I looked off to the side and there were a whole bunch of ukuleles. And me, being a really big guy, I have always thought having a ukulele would be awesome.
Plus, they sound sweet.
Yeah, I know. And it's just like this small
And
thing.
they're Hawaiian.
Yeah, so I was like, I really want one of those. So James went ahead, he got his guitar and he got a strap and he was getting everything. And I was looking at him and I was like,
You were
I'm going to buy
eyeing
one.
them, weren't you?
Oh,
You were checking them out?
yeah.
Those ukuleles over there?
Looking at all of them. There were a whole lot of
You
them,
were
different
looking at
kinds. And
Colors.
different colors even.
Different shapes?
Yeah, some of them were different shape, but
Yeah.
mostly the same shape. Anyway.
Okay.
So, I picked one out and I picked it up and I was like, I will buy this. It was $50 on sale. I was
Did
excited.
you do that whole wand thing like in Harry Potter? Where the wind and the light?
Yeah, it was exactly like that. Actually.
Oh,
Thanks, James. I
Leaves
forgot
flew
that
around him and stuff.
detail.
okay.
Anyway, so I was really excited. And so I was waiting for James because he was checking out and they were like cashing up all of his stuff. And then this Hawaiian lady came in and she's like, oh no, with a guy you big, you can't have one of those. A little small one won't satisfy you. I was just like, and I was like, well, what about this guy? Because it was like this whole stand of like ukuleles and there are all these little pamphlets. I have one around here somewhere because it has the chords on the back.
Oh.
Anyway, but it has like a big Hawaiian guy, like even bigger than me, holding one. I was like, but he's got one. Like, it was just really fun. And she just came up and she's like, oh no, you need to try a baritone one. Get a baritone one, which is a much bigger one. And I was like, but I don't have the money. And she's like, look, okay, I'm gonna treat you like my grandson right now. It was awesome.
Okay.
And she just went into all this different spiel, and I was like, I don't even know how to play the ukulele. I'm not gonna put like $300 into a baritone ukulele. And she's like, oh, if you're just learning, you need to get a diamond head. You need to get this kind. And they're all these like colored ones, and I was like, oh, but they look like trash. And she's like, but they're cheap. You'll buy one, and then you'll try it out, and you'll see if you like it or not. And so we started looking at those, and she pulled up one of them, and she's like, well, she was like, hey, hand me that one. And so I handed it to her, and she's like sat on a thing and like played around, and she's like, oh yeah, this is a good ukulele. Not very
Is that a
expensive.
Hawaiian accent?
And I'm trying to.
Is it-
I'm really bad at Hawaiian.
I could tell. I mean, a little.
I'm
I'm
okay
sorry,
at Russian,
sorry.
but that is all I know.
Hey, I'll push you off the cliff.
Don't even think about it. I know your tricks now.
So in case you haven't seen Russian Intervention now, you need to go see it. Click here, somewhere, and watch it. Because it's going to be a YouTube
I don't
video.
see anything.
Well, not yet. Reed's going to put it in.
Oh.
Perfect moment. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, call me Grandma. She's like, call me Tutu. It means Grandma in Hawaiian. Just call me Tutu. Anytime you see me, say Tutu, and I'll know who you are.
Wow.
And you can come give me a hug and all this other stuff. And then she was like, oh, and I'm having a ukulele class every Monday. You should come to my ukulele class for free. For free. Come to my class for free. For
So
free.
like that?
Yeah, just like that. Spot on. So, anyway, never mind. I was going to have us rewind it and then go back to that one. For free! Anyway, never mind. So, I have a ukulele now. It's, yes. See that hand clasp.
I
Anyway.
have a guitar.
Oh, that's cool. I have a bass
I
as
have
well.
a car now too.
He does a guitar, not a
Is this a
car.
whole nother story?
Well, no, because he bought his guitar at that
The
moment.
reason we went there was so I could buy the guitar.
So he bought his
Oh,
guitar,
no.
and then I bought my ukulele, and I'm learning how to play it now. And
Are you gonna show us a little sample?
maybe. What?
The ukulele story was more interesting than the guitar story.
Because the guitar store was like, let's look at these. Oh, this one's like $3,000, but it sounds
Get it.
awesome.
Oh my
No.
gosh, these shoes are $3,000. Let's get them.
Is that a reference from something
Yeah.
that I don't understand?
Yeah, most
Probably.
everything I say is a reference
Oh,
to
okay.
something. That's
I don't understand. Okay. Thanks, James.
Well, that
just everybody.
Okay.
So that pretty much wraps up our episode for today. Well, thank you for watching. Today's episode has been brought to you by The Sound of Music, not the movie, because I hate the movie.
You hate happiness.
Yes. I don't know what to say at this point.
Salute.
Just sing, make up notes.
See ya.